Jai Shri Ram, welcome to Astrology with Abhilasha. Today we are picking up a very interesting topic, that is how to decode the number which is assigned to your name which is given to you by your parents or family. We have to calculate its number and how that number will impact your life. We'll listen to it one by one. I'll be describing the meaning of each number in this video. So first is the technique of how to take out the number of your name. So let's begin with it. This is a slide in which I have written all the alphabets and the corresponding number to those alphabets. Alright. For example, A, I, J, Q and Y is denoting number 1, whereas U, V, W, X is denoting number 6, so on and so forth. You can see different numbers written in front of different alphabets. So now you're seeing a name written under these numbers, Abhilasha, which is my name, and I have to take out the numeric value of my name. There are two methods which can be done. Either you can take out the number of your first name only, or you can take out the number of your first name as well as your surname. Okay, and then find out a name number. So the technique is same which I have shown you in this slide. Write down your name. Under each alphabet, write down the corresponding number. Like in this case, A denotes number 1, so I have written number 1 below the alphabet A. B denotes 2, so I have written number 2 beneath the alphabet B, and like this I have completed the whole name and the numeric value attached to each alphabet. Then I have added these numerical values and came to a two-digit number, which is 28. Now again we have to add these two numbers, 2 plus 8, and come down to another number. Now again the another number came to two-digit number, which is 10. Adding 1 and 0 comes down to number 1. So my name denotes number 1. Alright. So we have to keep adding until we get a single number. Now, I hope this much is clear. I have taken only my first name, but you can add your surname as well. The process is same. Now coming to what does numerology and your name number can denote in your life. The influence of these numbers are of great impact in your life. You can know that how your life pattern will be according to your name. Then further, in coming up videos, I will also tell you how can you incorporate these numbers into your horoscope And how can you analyze how good your name is for you? Right now, we are just understanding the meaning of the number your name denotes. So suppose, just like my name, your name number comes down to number 1. Number 1 is the number of sun. Sun is the ruling planet for digit 1. 1 as a name number can be very beneficial. People with this name number are remembered for a long time. As a name number alone, one is not capable of bringing great success, but if aided by another destiny number, which is very suitable along with this number, it brings great benefit, popularity, cooperation, fame and attention. Having 1 as a name number facilitates progress in all areas. It is very helpful for writers, poets, musicians, actors and leaders. The name number continues to work even after death. It is effective and beneficial only in the social field. Alright, so we in further videos will also understand that if your name number matches your destiny number, your psychic number, how good it will be and how you can change your life by making your name number in sync with your destiny number. Alright, so now let's go to number 2. If you have number 2 as a name number, it makes you very gentle and youthful. The calming effect of this number makes those who have it as a name number content and peaceful. If in harmony with the destiny number, a name number is very helpful in bringing fame. Those with this name number find it brings change to their life, but it can also give them success in such areas as import and export, business of herbal medicines, etc. This name number draws help from elderly women in particular and women in general. Because the number 2 is governed by the planet Moon. Moon in astrology depicts mother figure in our life. Sometimes Moon is the most important planet for our earth and life. We depend on sun, but we also equally depend on moon. Moon sometimes gives people a fluctuating nature. They are of nurturing nature, and this number can bring prosperity, respect and honor to its native. And people who have this name number loves privacy a lot. These natives are very moody, especially very easily prone to getting coughs and cold, skin diseases, etc. As we all know, people who have 2 as their name number become very peace-loving, lovers of justice. They are very tender, sensuous, and they are also interested in poetry, music, etc. They are very feminine to look at. So let's go down to number 3. If your name adds to number 3, 3 is a good number as a name number. It is very important for social relationships. Society knows and remember a person by his or her name. When 3 becomes your name number, it brings humor, popularity, and a willingness to help your surrounding circle. It can also bring good fortune. It is in harmony with the environment as Jupiter rules the number 3. It brings fame and make one memorable. People having 3 as their name number are bold, trustworthy, self-disciplined, and tolerant. They make good storytellers and eloquent speakers. They have good leadership qualities. Number 3 as your name number can bring high position, but sometimes it can also land you in a situation of struggle for once in life. Because of your out of the box ideas and your strict ideals, you sometimes lose on opportunities. You become a jack of all trades. So that is something which you should work upon, that becoming jack of all trade is not as good as becoming master of one. So you should concentrate on this balancing act. Now let's go to number 4. If your name number adds to the number 4, number 4 makes people very cautious and suspicious. People having this name number does not create a wide circle of trustworthy friends. In matter of business, it also does not bring much success. If possible, native having a number 4 as name number should change it to a number that is harmonious, such as 1, 3 or 6. This will help them have better relationships, and their colleagues and protectors from their family will help them fight secret enemies. This number can also give you hidden enemies, so be very cautious. As this number is ruled by Lord Rahu, you can very well understand what it brings with itself. Rahu is tamasic in nature and influences physical strength, bone, fat, tissue and skin. Rahu makes its native travel to foreign land. It also rules overseas. So if you have 4 as your name number, it is very likely that you can settle abroad. But it sometimes makes you egoistic, selfish, pessimistic, dull, aggressive. So you should be very watchful. Astrologers compare Rahu with smoke, which has no definitive nature or shape of its own, but when present can obscure every other thing. So you have to deal with a smoke-like scenario always in your life, because of which you find it difficult to look into the future. So people whose name number adds up to number 4 should try and change it to the numbers I told you, which is much more harmonious and good. Now let's go to number 5. 5 is also a good name number. It makes its native progressive, jovial, and very full of life. It gives them popularity and positive vibrations. This name number is especially beneficial to all those people who are in communicative field. It brings material success and fame. Number 5 is not good for people who are really introvert and do not like to communicate or have a social circle, because that is totally opposite tendency to your name. Number 5 is very favorable for writer, businessman, banker, sports person, publisher, journalist, doctors, actors, etc., and all those who are in communication business. If your name number is adding up to number 5, you can have an occupation in the field of communication, mass communication, journalism, etc., as number 5 is ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury, being the smallest planet in our solar system, is famous for being associated with quick response, changeable character, quick-witted, and restlessness. It is also known as an evergreen planet, the planet that is always young. In Sanskrit, it is known as Kumar, which means youthful, princely. Mercury is also known as Buddha, and Buddha can also be associated to Buddhi, which literally means intellect and ready wit to solve any problem. So you should be happy if your name number adds up to 5 and you are interested in being communicative and you are an extrovert. Now let's go on to the other number, which is number 6. So if your name adds up to number 6, it is suitable for people who are interested in beauty, dance, etc. It imparts a familiar and friendly quality. Number 6 people are easily acceptable and popular. So this name number can give you acceptability in society and popularity. This number is also good for people who are interested in occult sciences. They can gain intuitive powers if your name number adds up to 6. Name number 6 make people cooperative, kind, sympathetic, hospitable, charitable, emotional, but sometimes it also lends you a bit of instability. It makes you social, but sometimes you can fall prey to gossip, etc. So avoid idle gossiping. You guys are easily attracted to external beauty, so you should be watchful. You should not fall prey to things which are only externally beautiful. As Venus rules this number, Venus, commonly known as the morning star, is the most radiant planet in the eastern sky from sunrise. According to astrology, Venus is considered a benefic planet with a feminine, watery nature. Shukra, as it is known in Sanskrit, Venus is the preceding deity of semen, or sensuous side of human nature. Venus also governs the refined attributes like romance, beauty, passion, sexual pleasure, fine arts, music, poetry, dance. It also governs the eye, throat, chin, kidney, and the reproductive system. Venus, as we all know, is Rajasic and gives native an active, artistic, sensuous, and passionate nature. It makes them beautiful and bestows upon them proportionate and attractive bodies. So people having this number will have high influence of Venus on them. So if Venus is good in your chart, your name number adding to number 6 can actually help you. But if that is not the case, you should try and change your name number. Now let's finish up number 7. Number 7 is ruled by Ketu. If your name is adding up to number 7, what can it yield you in the life? Having this number as your name number makes you friendly, scholarly, sociable, universally accepted, kind of cosmopolitan personality. It makes people mystic, reformer, scientist. Their name continues to be known because of their original way of thinking and their philosophical approach. So if your name adds up to number 7, you can be of philosophical nature. You would like to be original in your thinking pattern. You will always like to be scholarly, even if you are not highly educated, but your approach towards life in day-to-day matter can also be scholarly. Natives whose number is 7 can rule psychic influences in their life. They are very intuitive. It can also bring good luck if your number adds up to number 7. So it is all in all a very good number, especially if you are interested in occult sciences, in a spiritual matter. You want to uplift your soul towards spirituality or divine powers. You can try this number and make your name according to this number so that it can help you reignite the Ketu power in your life. But please be very cautious, because along with the powers of Ketu comes isolation as well, and it is tamasic in nature. It is neutral in gender. Some astrologers consider Ketu to be feminine. It is generally destructive and disruptive in nature. It makes you leave the shackles of materialistic world. It makes its native introvert. It is powerful at night and easily irritable. When Ketu is not in an astrologically favorable position in your birth chart, this name number can actually make you totally secluded, cut off from the society. So if you are feeling depressive and your name adds up to number 7, you can try and avoid that name to be used in your day-to-day life. But if you are looking for a spiritual upliftment and you are not afraid of being alone, then you can try the number 7 as your name number. It will benefit you. Now going forward to the number 8. Number 8 as your name number is generally not appreciated. It will make you lonely and unliked by friends and relatives. Generally, a little isolation is seen in the life of people who have their number added up to, their name added up to number 8. It can also bring success, name and fame, although they have to face hardships. So they do need support of other numbers, which is number 1, 3 or 6. So either you can have a pseudonym which adds up to number 1, 3 or 6. Otherwise, number 8 can bring hardships to you. An individual having 8 as a name number see tendencies which are sometimes also depressive. In these cases, if you are having mood swings or if you are going towards a depressive tendency, it is better to change the name to either a number 1, 3 or 6. That is how you should balance your name. For number 8 people, whenever Saturn is retrograde in transit, this period will cause a bit more turbulence in your life. So you have to be very watchful about it. You can be surrounded with greedy people who are just there to, get some benefit out of you and will never give you anything in return if you have 8 as your number of name. So it is better to twitch it a bit and make it add up to a number like 1, a number like 3 or 6. Okay? So number which are governed by Sun, Venus and Jupiter are always invited and appreciated. Now going to number 9. Number 9 is ruled by the planet Mars, and as we all know, Mars is the commander-in-chief of the assembly of gods. Mars is personified as a strong masculine figure dressed as a warrior and riding a ram. A strong sense of purpose, duty, order and discipline is the quality of Mars. So number 9 is very likely to have these qualities. If your name adds up to number 9, it is even more prominent. You should avoid anger, arrogance and aggressiveness in your life as a way of prospering in life. When this becomes your name number, it will make the influence of Mars more powerful, and sometimes it tends to create problems in marital life. But it can be really good if you have your number adding up to 9, name number adding up to 9, and your surname adds up to 2, 3 or 7. A name number 9 makes people frank, expressive, creative and independent. It gives them strong wills and determination and the strength and endurance to bear the hardship and oppositions of life. For politicians, it is a good name number. It is also good for sportsmen, wrestlers, military people, It brings them fame, honor, prestige, and recognition. Number 9 also make you work hard and leave no time for amusement and rest, because we all know what is the schedule for army. It is all work and no play. Same will go if you have 9 as your name number. You will be in an army like setup. It also generates restlessness but also make them very creative. If you are able to use your restlessness to express creative powers in you, or to allocate this energy in something which is much more fruitful and creative, it will actually help you. It is a very masculine number to have. So if a female have her name added up to number 9, you can easily see masculine traits in her, right? Mars is also very passionate. It can also give attraction and glamour to females. For the spiritually inclined, this name number is of great help. It makes them meet renowned spiritual master, clairvoyants, and psychiatrists. Sometimes they themselves become one of these and achieve fame for their intuitive and surprising powers. All number 9 natives should engage in some kind of regular religious practice and involve in chanting mantras. And number 9 name people should stay away from people who have 4s or 8s as their name number. That is one tip. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm planning to take this much more further, how we can use numerology along with astrology and can give you astounding results by changing a bit of your name and giving you good results.